You might think carnivores are the deadliest, but what if I told you that some plant eaters can be just as lethal? Hippos crush fishermen like soda cans, elephants turn tourist jeeps into matchwood, and bison have been clocked running faster than Usain Bolt. Today, we're diving into the terrifying world of herbivores, where sheer size, aggression, and unexpected weaponry make them nature's most underestimated killers. Welcome to Feral Facts, where we dissect the animal kingdom's most surprising threats. Today, we're flipping the script on herbivores, those gentle plant munchers you'd never expect to be deadly. But here's the twist. In the wild, size, speed, and sheer unpredictability can turn a vegetarian into a nightmare. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore the science, stories, and shocking statistics behind the world's deadliest herbivores. By the end, you'll never look at a cow grazing in a field the same way again. Let's begin. First on our list is the hippopotamus, a creature so aggressive that it's often ranked as one of the most dangerous animals in Africa, killing more people each year than lions, crocodiles, and buffalo combined. Estimates suggest hippos are responsible for up to 3,000 human deaths annually. To put that in perspective, that's like a small city disappearing every year. But why? Hippos aren't natural hunters. They're territorial beasts that see humans as intruders. In 2021, a study published in the Journal of Wildlife Diseases found that 86% of hippo attacks occurred when humans entered their waterways at the wrong time, often during dusk or dawn when hippos are most active. Their sheer size, up to 3,200 pounds, and crushing bite force of 1,800 psi, stronger than a great white shark, make them walking wrecking balls. There's a famous incident in Zambia where a hippo overturned a fishing boat and then proceeded to stomp the occupants to death underwater, using a technique called drowning crush. Survivors describe the sound as like a car being crushed in a junkyard. This isn't just aggression. It's a defense mechanism honed over millions of years. Next up, the rhinoceros, an animal so aggressive that it's been known to charge at moving vehicles. In 2018, a rhino in India's Kaziranga National Park rammed a tourist jeep so hard it flipped onto its side, injuring 5 people. Rhinos don't have the best eyesight, but they do have a sixth sense for threats, and when they charge, they can reach speeds of 34 miles per hour, making them faster than most humans can run. Their horns, which can grow up to 5 feet long, are used like battering rams. But here's the kicker. Rhino attacks are often linked to habitat loss. As human populations expand, rhinos are squeezed into smaller pockets of land, leading to more encounters with people. In South Africa alone, rhino attacks on humans have increased by 40% in the last decade, according to a 2022 report by the Endangered Wildlife Trust. And it's not just about speed or horns. Rhinos are surprisingly strong. A single swipe from a white rhino's horn can disembowel a lion. So when a rhino decides you're a threat, it's not just a pushover, it's a force of nature. Now, let's talk about elephants, the gentle giants that can turn deadly in an instant. In 2019, a family of tourists in Kenya's Tsavo National Park were having a picnic when an elephant suddenly charged, flipping their vehicle and killing 2 people. Elephants typically avoid humans, but when they attack, they do so with terrifying precision. Their trunks can lift up to 600 pounds, and their tusks can gore or crush. But why do they attack? Often, it's maternal instinct. In 2020, a study in PLOS One found that 63% of elephant attacks on humans involved mothers protecting their calves. Elephants also have incredible memories. They remember past traumas, like poaching incidents, and associate humans with danger. This is why a 2021 incident in India saw an elephant herd chase off a village that had been encroaching on their land, leaving 3 people injured. Elephants aren't just big, they're intelligent and emotional, which makes their aggression all the more chilling. Moving on to the American bison, North America's most dangerous land animal. Despite their resemblance to cows, bison are nothing like their docile farm cousins. During mating season, bulls enter a state called rut, where testosterone levels skyrocket, and they become almost unstoppable. In 2019, a bison in Yellowstone National Park gored a man who had gotten too close. The man required 30 stitches. Bison can weigh up to 2,000 pounds and run at speeds of 35 miles per hour, faster than a racehorse. To make matters worse, they're unpredictable. Unlike predators, which often give warning signs, bison can charge without hesitation. In 2020, a park ranger in Colorado was trampled by a bison that had been fed by tourists just minutes earlier. Feeding wildlife isn't just illegal, it's a death sentence. Now, let's cross into Asia to meet the water buffalo, a creature so aggressive that it's been called the Black Death of the animal kingdom. Water buffalo aren't just strong, they're strategic. In India, water buffalo have been known to ambush humans by hiding in tall grass before charging. Their curved horns can reach up to 6 feet in length, and their muscles are so dense that a single swing can crush bone. In 2021, a farmer in the Philippines was killed when a water buffalo turned on him after being startled by a loud noise. What's even more terrifying is their use in warfare. Historically, water buffalo were used by ancient armies, including the Greeks and Romans, as living battering rams. Today, they're still used in bull racing in Southeast Asia, where injuries and deaths are common. A 2022 report from the Asian Journal of Animal Sciences found that water buffalo-related injuries account for 12% of all agricultural accidents in rural Asia. Our final contender is the yak, a creature that thrives in the harshest environments on Earth, from the Himalayas to the Tibetan Plateau. Yaks are built for aggression. Their thick fur hides layers of muscle, and their horns can gore or hook opponents. In 2020, a yak in Nepal charged a group of trekkers who unknowingly strayed into its territory, injuring 2 people. What's fascinating about yaks is their role in their ecosystems. They're grazers, but they also engineer their environments by trampling snow, which helps meltwater reach lower altitudes. This makes them both a keystone species and a potential threat. Their aggression peaks during the rut, when males engage in head-butting contests that can last for hours. The force of these impacts can shatter horns and even crack skulls. Yaks have been known to kill each other during these fights. So, what's the takeaway from these deadliest herbivores? First, size isn't the only factor. Aggression, territoriality, and sheer unpredictability make these animals lethal. Second, human-wildlife conflict is a two-way street. As we encroach on their habitats, we're not just endangering their survival, we're putting ourselves at risk. Conservation isn't just about saving animals, it's about protecting ourselves. For example, in Kenya, community-led conservation programs have reduced elephant attacks by 70% by creating buffer zones between human settlements and wildlife corridors. Third, respect isn't just a virtue, it's a survival tactic. When you're in the wild, remember, a grazing cow might ignore you, but a hippopotamus, rhino, or elephant won't. Finally, if you ever encounter these animals in the wild, follow local guidelines. Never approach a wild herbivore, no matter how docile it seems. Even a seemingly harmless bison can turn deadly in seconds. The deadliest herbivores on Earth remind us that nature isn't just about predators and prey. It's about respect, coexistence, and understanding. These animals didn't evolve to kill humans, but when we invade their space, they fight back with everything they've got. So next time you see a cow in a field, remember, in the wild, the line between gentle grazer and lethal force is thinner than you think. Thanks for watching Feral Facts. If you were shocked by these herbivores, hit like and subscribe for more wild content. Check out the links in our description to support conservation efforts like the World Wildlife Fund or African Parks Network. Every donation helps protect both animals and humans. And drop a comment below. Which of these herbivores surprised you the most? Let's discuss.